what's up YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back for a video game review. Haven't done one in a while, but had to wait for things to pick up, but I'm back here for a video game review. And today I'm going to be taking a look at Kingdom Hearts 2.0 Final Chapter Prologue. I almost said Prodigy, it's Prologue, for the PS4 though. The Kingdom Hearts series has been around since 2002. Originally was released back on the PlayStation 2 though. It has also made an appearance outside of it, particularly on Nintendo systems as well, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the 3DS as well. And for me, the series has always held a certain place in my heart because I have always enjoyed the fact that I always enjoyed the gameplay mechanics on it, and I also like the fact that the game sort of took Square characters or Square Enix characters mixed with the Disney characters though, and it's always been a fascinating game for me, especially exploring all of the universes within like the Disney world and so on. So, and as we know, I played the first one, I played the second one though, and as we all wait for the eventual release of the third one, which who knows how long that's going to be. It could be as long as what we waited for Final Fantasy 15, though. In the meantime, for us to keep us occupied, we got a couple of these games. So, how does this one play out, though? Well, there are certainly things I do enjoy about the game, but it is far from perfect, though. All right. So we have some pros and cons for the game. So we'll get started with the pros first. All right. The first one I would like to say is the fun gameplay and mechanics, though. That's one of the big things about the Kingdom Hearts series. I've always enjoyed the fact that the game sort of took an action RPG approach. I always enjoy the action RPG approaches more than the turn-based approach. Not that I'm against turn-based RPGs, I just prefer the action RPG style, so definitely like that it still maintains that style and the controls are solid in the game as well. Another thing I'd like to point out is that with, I think, Fragmentary Passage, they've improved some of the gameplay mechanics, such as the ability to set some of your spells and items to a button command rather than having to scroll down on the menu, when you're in especially that could be helpful when you're in combat though. But overall, fun gameplay mechanics, solid controls as always, and that's definitely a plus though. The next thing I do want to point out is the game, visually speaking, looks really good. Fragment Passage, the Birth by Sleep one, looks really good, especially running on the Unreal 4 engine though. Sadly, however, and this is the way I've seen it though, it runs only at 30 frames per second though. Not a big deal, but anyone hoping for that 60 frames per second might be a little bit disappointed on that though. But it runs beautifully on the Unreal 4 engine though, and Dream Drop Distance, which is a port of a Nintendo 3DS game, runs very well at 60 frames per second though. So visually though, it looks good though. And finally, last but not least though, the package overall is pretty good. I mean, like I said earlier, you get basically an HD remake of Dream Drop Distance that was originally on the Nintendo 3DS though, a Fragment Passageway from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep though, and you basically get a free movie here, which is the X back cover though. So it's not a bad deal. You got 2 games and basically 1 free movie out of it though, alright? Before I begin with the cons though, I do want to point out though that I'm changing my video up a little bit though. I'm not going to show any gameplay footage on this video though, but I will have a link in the description though, where you can go and see the gameplay footage though. The reason why I'm making this change is that sometimes my videos can be a bit too long. So to shorten it a little bit, I'm going to be doing 2 videos. One will be my review for it, and the second one will be the gameplay footage. So you'll find the link in the description towards the gameplay footage if you want to check that out though. But otherwise, this concludes the first part of our video. We'll take a little break, and when we come back, we'll get to the cons though. So take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 2 of our video review of Kingdom Hearts 2.0 Final Chapter Prologue, though. Alright, now that I told you about the pros, though, why don't we get started with the cons, alright? The first con, and this is one that I commonly have seen in a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games, is that the camera angle can be sort of a bit of an issue, though. In open areas, not as much, but when you're in an area, say, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, when you're in, like, in a tight corner, though, the camera can be a bit of a problem, especially if the battles get a little bit hectic or chaotic, though. However, the one bright spot is that at least there is a lock-on that does help. So, it helps, though, but, again, this is sort of something I've seen in past Kingdom Hearts games, at least based on my play with it, though. So, camera can be an issue during battles. It's not a huge issue, but it can be a bit of a problem, though. Alright, the next one is, this revolves Dream Drop Distance, though, which is a good game, though. Unfortunately, one of the problems is that some of the mechanics in the game don't exactly work out as well as they did on the Nintendo 3DS, mostly because the 3DS version used a lot of the touchscreen, and some of the mechanics, such as when in the 3DS version it had you, like, for example, like in one area you could shoot, like, I think you could use one of this abilities to shoot like a barrel at certain enemies, though. In the 3DS version, you can use the touchscreen to perform that. The PS4 version, you sort of have to aim with the analog stick, which might be a problem for some people. Wasn't a big deal for me, though, but it might be for others. Other features is certain mini games or certain stuff that worked well with the touchscreen, though, isn't working or at least for me, though, don't work as well as they did in the PS4 version. It doesn't make the game unplayable, but not all the mechanics, at least as far as I can tell, work out as well as they did when it was on the 3DS, though. Okay? Does it make the game unplayable? No, it doesn't. But it doesn't, to me, it doesn't work out as well as they should have, though. The next one is the button command, though, for spells and items. Now, as I mentioned before, though, I like the direction the series has taken, where you could basically assign spells and weapons during, basically, to cast them easier rather than, scroll down on the menu and everything else. Better than how it was done in Kingdom Hearts 1, though. Unfortunately, one of the problems, and this is on the Fragmentary Passage, I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong. Apologize if I say it wrong, though. And that one of the problems that when you hold the L1 button to get up which button you have to press to cast a spell, though, for me, though, I can't seem to read like which button to press, though. Okay, now maybe it's because I'm not seeing it clearly or not, or otherwise, but I just have a hard time seeing which spell to cast. So, like, for example, if I hold the L1 button and I want to cast, my fire spell, I might it doesn't really show which button to press, and I may end up casting, like, my lightning or blizzard, or, my blizzard spell. So, is it a big deal? Not necessarily. I mean, you could go to the config menu when you hit the pause button, though, and see and assign it to each one, to, any of the buttons, and sort of, memorize it there, but it is a little annoying. It is sort of very ignoring. It is very annoying, though. So at least that's how I see it, though. All right. And last but not least is the X-Black cover movie that's in the game, though. I mean, it's a good movie. It gives a bit of a backstory to, more backstories to the Kingdom Hearts series, though. But I feel that it's not really worth watching again, though. I mean, it's great to watch it once, but then after that, it's pretty much it. You don't need to really watch it again, though, other than if you want to skip to a certain chapter in the movie, though, which you unlock after you basically watch the movie, though. But overall, it's not worth watching again, though. I mean, it's great if you want to watch it again, but personally, I don't think it's well worth it to watch it a second time, though. Overall, Kingdom Hearts 2.0, Final Chapter Prologue, in my opinion, it's still a good game though, nevertheless. I did enjoy Dream Drop Distance, and I did enjoy Fragmentary Passage. Again, I apologize if I'm saying the name correctly though, but it's not as strong as, say, you know, the other HD Kingdom Hearts games that have been released though on the PS3, which I think they're porting them over to the PS4 though. So it's not as strong, considering that I think Dream Drop Distance is more of the complete game than the other two are. But I would say if you're a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan and you enjoy the series though, then it's worth taking a look at though. I mean, you basically are getting 2 games and you're also getting a free movie, so it's not a bad deal though, okay? It's not going to appeal to everybody, but I would recommend it for those who are big Kingdom Hearts fans though. Alright, this concludes my review of Kingdom Hearts HD 2.0 Final Chapter Prologue for the PS4. And again, these are my opinions. What are yours? Have you picked up the game yet? Whether you picked up a physical copy or downloaded it though? Did you enjoy the game? Did you not enjoy the game though? Did you have some issues with some of the mechanics in Dream Drop Distance? Did you not have any issues with it though? I mean, are you looking forward to, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3? Are you figure that they're remaking too many of the old games that you're getting sick and tired of it though? And finally, the new format I'm taking for my video, where I'm separating the gameplay video from this and putting that in a separate video. Do you agree with that approach? Do you disagree with that approach though? As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree with my review, or you have a different take or a different opinion though. As always, I would like for you to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, and I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel though. Also, if you wish to donate to my channel, feel free to do so. I'll have a link in the description and you can click on there if you want to. I mean, it's optional though. And that's all I have to say. This concludes this video for my review of Kingdom Hearts 2.0, or 2.8 as it says up here though. Final Chapter Prologue for the PS4 though. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that will be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I'll see you again next time. Bye!